Oh, hey, I guess that everybody can hear me? I'm not sure. Could you guys hear me? There, I see my picture. I guess I might have been rambling on with, oh, well, there's nobody here, so it's all good. So I guess I was just talking to myself and I wasn't added to the stage, so you guys didn't hear everything that I said. That's good because nobody's here. And I can just repeat myself and it won't matter because once somebody at least shows up, I'll start the movie and we'll get going. So I was just talking about how awesome the Muppets were growing up, and at my age, I grew up watching, Sesame Street, Muppets, and I'm old enough to remember Conjunction Junction. What's your function? And the Electric Company, which had the little Spider-Man guy. That was so awesome to see him. That was like one of the features of the Electric Company. And then I remember Captain Caveman cartoons and just all kinds of those older stuff. But the Muppets are something you can always go back to. Waldorf and Statler are just hilarious. Animal. And if I'm repeating myself, I apologize, but I didn't add myself to the stage on StreamYard, so I don't think I was talking to anybody but myself, and I think I still am because nobody's here. Maybe I should go put this back on X. But anyway, we'll get going here in just a minute because I love this movie and I'm going to sing. I'm going to sing some of the songs, although I don't remember all the lyrics and I don't have it where I can set up where the lyrics can play. I wish I was able to do that. I was just lucky enough to get it. This is one of the movies that when I uploaded it to the computer, it uploaded with the official bonus feature commentary. And I'm like, here we go again. But as you all know, I accidentally played one of those one day on the KOSMI and it worked. And this does the same thing. So yeah, I actually have to use Cosme to watch movies on my laptop if they don't upload the correct way, as this one just did not. And let's see, what time is it? It's only about 3 after. We can hold off for a few minutes. Just checking a few things here. Looks like we're ready to go. Everything's set up. And I wish some people were here to tell me about their, what some of their favorite Muppet characters are. I don't know if I had favorites. I guess I really liked Animal, Rizzo, Gonzo, of course, Kermie, and, Miss Piggy's great, but there's just so many other different, Beaker. Beaker's one of the most popular ones, and always the chef. The chef was very, very popular as well. He's so cool. Anyway, I'm drinking a coffee mix here for the just for the occasion to get going. So I hope we have a few people show up here. I usually wait till about 5 after. It's 5 after, so we are going to rock and roll. And I am going to start playing this movie. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and I love the musical score as well. And Kermit the Frog is Captain Smollett. I like how they introduce the actual Muppet characters as somebody else, and then Gonzo and Rizzo are themselves. Oh, Billy Kyle. Feeling supposed to meet. Hey, anonymous bear. Shiver my soul. Whoa, 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 yo. Ocean boy. Welcome aboard. So bird. I'm going to try not to sing too much because I know my voice sometimes is too loud through the speakers. But feel free to sing at home as loud as you want. Oh, we played Dark Crystal last week. Did you miss it? Oh, I'm sorry you missed that if you didn't see it. Oh, okay. No. Bye. Hose nose. Oh, I don't have the Christmas one. I'll have to get it for Christmas. I hate your life too. Oh, here we go. Sing. Dirty dishes. Explorer to distant lands. I bring nothing but distant hands to be battling something better. Find it. Reminded. Today. Be by your side. Something. Something better. Run! I love the songs in here. Uh-oh. Rum! I need rum. Me. Yay! Yeah, I love you. Ah! Oh, what happened? Hold on. Let me fix that. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me fix that. Something's wrong. Okay, there we go. Sorry. It does, Cosme does weird stuff sometimes. Oh, nice. Nice one. Hopefully it won't skip again. It did that a week or two ago. Nice. Easy now. Don't run with scissors. Why? Diddy Bones. Oh yeah, dude, they could have gone back and done all kinds of different classics. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Oh, it would have been great. Oh, Moby Dick or like the Iliad, Three Musketeers. Oh no. He's having fun with it. Burning. No, these characters are hilarious. Oh no, 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 no. Oh yeah, you could do a whole series of Shakespeare. There's a lot of action for a Muppet scene. If you really think about it, that took a lot of work for them to pull that off. Just that whole scene in the bar in the restaurant. Feast of Saint Lulu. Oh, he's laughing at him. Half wit son. There he is. Beaker. Oh, classic Hammer. Ew. Oh, how about Star Wars? Mr. Bilbo. He lives in my finger. Look at the artwork they did for the backdrops. It's nice. Put a lot of time and effort into these movies. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, I don't know who would play Darth Vader, man. That's going to be a difficult one. World. Can you imagine Animal as Chewbacca? Here we go, Tim Curry. Sun rises early in the morning. Oh, till he's sober, put him in the longboat. Till he's sober, put him in the longboat. Till he's sober early in the morning. Ooh, The Count. Good one. Oh, Sherlock Holmes. I didn't see that one. Yes, Sherlock Holmes would be good too. Who would be Watson? Polly the talking lobster. Uh-oh. Beware of the one-legged man. Oh, wow. That is cool. The Wicker Man. Wow. That is awesome. The Wicker Man. Kirby? Rizzo's hustling. He's got side job. Pie rat. Rat tours. Easy, easy, Sam. Oh, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Employers this way. Decker's way. Hearts are ground into the ways unfurled. See the world. Hey ho, we'll go anywhere the wind is blowing. Are we sailing for adventure? Sail the blank. Light bulb falling, hey, overboard. We will go anywhere the wind is blowing. And see the plank. Yes. Warring old plans. Plans. They're gonna be like buffet. Hey, ho, we'll go anywhere the wind is. Oh, lead of comforts, where we may roam. Be happy. Alone. Hey ho, we'll go anywhere the wind is blowing. Ready? Sailing for adventure. Sailing for adventure. Deep blue sea. He does that. Arg. Nay. No. Look at Kermit's expression. Huh? Huh? Hello. Yeah, Kermit's not happy. Really old Tom. Old Tom. Dead Tom. Look, the wardrobe is really good, isn't it? Look at all the costumes. They're really well put together. Yeah. Duty. Yeah. And a and a whatever. A rat and a whatever. Poor Godzilla. Here we go. It's the band. There's Animal. The Muppet Love Boat would be fantastic because all the different characters each week, right? It'd be a great show. Miniseries. Polaris. Uh-oh. The love boat sailing for afternoon. Captain Stubing. There, are you leaving? Gotta go work. Gotta work. Buddy Upward. Hey, buddy. Dun dun dun. They didn't let Animal tear into the drums there. They missed an opportunity on that one. Oh yes, Bear. We have to make these movies, buddy. The chat and I have been talking about all the different things that the Muppets could have done. We've got some really good ones from the chat here. Anonymous Bear, FKHC. Anything from Shakespeare to Battlestar Galactica to Sherlock Holmes, the Love Boat. They would be fantastic. You pick any of these old movies, and the Muppets should just do them. Masters, I thought that might be you because you said you were down. I know that you're in Mexico and you speak German. So, dude, how have you been? Glad to see you. Oh, that's right. They're torturing them. Freaking Gonzo likes it. That's so weird. He liked it. That's clueless Morgan. Uh oh. Look at Beaker. Oh, did he? Yeah, that's right. I can't remember. It's been years since I watched any of the Muppet shows. I I remember a lot of them, like all the special guest stars, especially from the movies back then. And John Denver came on and did a bunch of songs. God, it was such a good show. About time for another song. One of my favorites coming up. Oh, I love this song. 5 Please. Uh oh, here it comes. Uh oh, oh. Fever, I've got it too. Here we go. Struggling in my brain. Means I've got cabin fever. You got bananas. You got something like that. Man. Alabama, right? There in the world. There's your German. Sailing, sailing on the river side. Like, I never wrote the script. Crazy as a moon. Yes, buddy. Floating psycho ward. You're sailing, sailing on the river. We're all there. We're not all here. Fever. Yeah. Oh, look at guns on the rack. It's so good. Uh, yeah, dude. Can you imagine the outtakes? They probably fire me, man, because I'd just be laughing my ass off the whole time. I wouldn't be able to get shit done. Crackers. Ooh. Look at the set designs, man. I mean, they just went all out on this one. Ooh. So good. Mickey Lifeboats. Yeah. He's suckering him in. I like that last shot with the boat, the ship, and the water flying up. Uh-oh. Wow. So I typed in the chat there real quick. The facial expressions they can do on the Muppets, it's so good. Like when they show a surprise or they're mad or they're happy, it's just so much detail. Just such a lot of work. I mean, it make all these little details and stuff to the side you might not notice. There be hose on the land. Hose. Land hose. It's a kidnapping. Jiminy, Jim. Dun, 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 dun. That tax. Yeah, Rizzo was running a whole side business the whole time. Ration. Let's see here. Hey, oh, oh. So, when you are a national pirate. They lies him. Brotherhood. Hey, ho, ho. No, I'm saying mine. Contender. Hey, ho, ho. Hey, ho, ho. Ball of one. That's like with you, and then they like the sun. What's that? An option when that's up. When you're a professional pirate. You're a professional pirate. Yay! This is like from Pee Wee Herman. Remember that one? The Large Marge? Boom, shakalaka loco. Gonzo, he loves that stuff, buddy. Are we lucky or what? Boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka loco, boom. Shum shabum. Indiana Jones. Bum shabum. Bum shabum. Boom, shakalaka loco, boom, shakalaka loco. Boom, shakalaka loco, boom. Right. Boom. Miss Piggy. Classic fall. I know, right? There, Rizzo. If you watch this movie and just pay attention to all the little side things Rizzo does, he runs like a whole business from there's just so much in this movie you have to watch and just like actually not watch the main characters. You could just watch the whole movie 2 or 3 times and just watch the side stuff. Flaubert. Bulgy eyebone away. There he is. Boop, boop, boop. Oop. What? Tom. They have a shot for that now, buddy. Gosh dang, dude. He's still testing the damn boat because he thinks that Silver thought it told him it was leaky. He's such a security conscious guy. I'd hire him because you know he'd do the job. They broke the fourth wall. No. Shh. Shh. Beaker. Okay. Princess Bride. I am the ghost of Red Pirate Roberts. Yeah. Yep. Smiley. Wow. Can you imagine? Muppets here. Yep. Muppets here. Ah! I forgot about that. I forgot about this part. Look at his eyeballs. They changed the eyeballs just for that. Little drots. Wow, look at that scene. Isn't that great how they did that? Did you see the bird flying? Eh, That's really good work, man. If you guys noticed the seabird flying, they missed. Yay, Waldorf. Oh, nice headbutt, dude. Sam can fight, bro. Uh, uh. Oh, she got it right in the gonads. He's speaking Japanese. Clueless Morgan. Oh, these action scenes are so good. Oh, well, there's your Chewbacca. Here we go. Look familiar? Kermie's tearing his ass up. Got him again. Damn, Kermie. Ugh. Clueless Morgan. I love that character. You could leave some of the gold, would you? Geez, guy. Do you need all those? You know? Oh, gee, great. Gives him his own dad's watch back. Jim. Leaky lifeboat. He didn't report it. Oh, it's such good writing. I mean, the setup for it, for Long John. That looks like Godzilla Island, buddy. Monster Island, I mean. Yes. The Zanzibar wins. Here we Zanzibarian women, everyone. Yes. I'll talk about it here in just a minute. And this is the numbers over here. It's pretty much over now. Yeah, so the credits are gonna play now. Yeah, it's very well told, like the whole plot line and a bunch of different plots in there. And what I've noticed about a lot of these movies that I like so much and sharing them with you guys is that, number one, it's awesome with other people that actually like these, or even if you don't like them or you've never seen it before and you just kind of watch it for fun. Most of us have seen these at least once. Sometimes we get people that come in and they've never seen these. Of course, I've seen this one so many times. And I I don't know what it is about watching it here that I've noticed so many little different things that I don't notice before. Um, Maybe it's because it's been a while since I've seen this. This one is about a couple years. I think I watched it once last year because I was going to play it, and I never did because I was a little nervous to play it on here. As you guys know, I got hacked a couple months ago. I fixed most of that with some of the security features here on Cosme. And if it kept happening, I could actually do some more. But while the credits are playing, I'll just go talk. If you guys want to see, not to actually try to promote one of my other videos, I'm going to put a link in the YouTube side to one of my. That link on the YouTube side is the video that shows all the bonus features for this. So if you really want to see how they did all the ship scenes and the close up, some of it's really dangerous. Like the puppeteer guys had to sit like under the deck, like a half a ship or a quarter of a ship stage. And you could see like the other actors on top could almost like fall in and stuff like that. And a lot of the action scenes, it was quite, I would say it was kind of dangerous at times to pull this off, especially those dance numbers. Hey, collectors, the co-pilot. Oh, hey, thanks. Hey, well, hail. I mean, hail to the channel. Somebody over here on the YouTube side is coming in. Hail at, what's your name? The collectors and the co-pilot. Well, thank you for stopping in and watching. I hope you got to see the movie because I can't, you can't watch it on the rewatch. That's why I call it the one night only. I'm not really trying to be cute. It's just to let everybody know because I get a lot of hits sometimes for thinking that people can watch the movie and you can't. You'd only just hear me talking because you can't link to the KOSMI after I've already played it. At least I don't think you can. Oh, okay, Masters. Okay, got it. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, go watch that. You know, like I said, it's not to try to promote my video, but it's a pretty cool bonus feature, and it shows a lot of the stuff behind the scenes and some really good commentary. And it's funny because Gonzo and Rizzo are like the hosts. And I put that stuff up there as long as, you know, the form, you know, YouTube lets me. Sometimes I got to do a lot of cuts and edits, especially for music and stuff like that. So some of it's kind of choppy, but I try to do my best, because over on Canva, unless you pay, I can only do 30-minute videos, but I might have to subscribe to them. But as I was saying, I was talking to you guys about seeing so many different little things that I never noticed before. Like I'm kind of serious of maybe watching this in another couple of weeks and then not really pay attention to the main characters like Hawkins and Long John, and just do nothing but watch to the side, like all the side stuff that they do. But this goes to show you how, like, I don't even know when this was made. 1986. Man, I didn't graduate high school till 87, and I'm 55. So look how good they make these movies back then compared to now, to 90% of the stuff that we get these days. I don't even go see movies that much anymore. And I'll only go watch most of the stuff that comes out if it's on a freebie or something, because I just don't want to spend the money on it. One, I'm being cheap, but the others, I just don't want to spend the money on the movies that come out now. So I just really appreciate the hard work, and you can really tell that Henson and Oz and the whole cast, and of course they're getting paid to do a good job, but that doesn't mean you can't shirk your job on these movies. But they don't. The wardrobe, the set, even the backdrop art is really, really good, and it still holds up. I can't do the math. How many years is this? 86. Yeah, Masters, 86, dude. So I must have only been I graduated kind of early in high school, 16, 17, depending on my birthday month is November. So I just, watching these movies with you guys and everybody that shows up and comes in is just like I get more of an appreciation for the movies that I really love. Like last week with Dark Crystal, there was a few things that I noticed on the Skeksis I don't think I ever saw before, like on the costume. So these guys, you know, Frank Oz and Jim Henson Company and Muppets, everybody just puts in their heart into it too. And you can really tell when they do these movies. And that's what makes them even so much better than like some of the stuff we get nowadays. Yeah, Dark Crystal was so good last week, man. And that's why I did Muppet Treasure Island this week. Although I've been wanting to do it and sing some of the songs, I forgot a lot of the words, which is probably good for you guys because I stopped singing. I was like, oh, I can't remember most of them. But Cabin Fever, yeah. God dang, man, I'll never forget that. And off to see the bar with the women, the Barbanian women. And there's so many different good lines like in there when Jim Hawkins says, gosh, I hate my life, and Rizzo says, I hate your life too. But he's joking, you know. It's just a funny. I don't have Labyrinth, man. I don't have it. I thought I used to have it, and Crawl as well. So the credits are in. I'm gonna back off of Cosme here because it's over with, and it's just gonna start the movie over. And I'm gonna go over here to the YouTube side and continue talking. And yeah, buddy, I wish I had all of those. Muppet Christmas Carol, everybody loves that in the Muppet movie, and I just don't have any of those. Probably needed to add it to my repertoire with all of those other ones that I want to get. The Muppet Squad, Monster Squad, and Near Dark. I'd love to feature those. It's hard to get Near Dark. I have to go and just like basically buy that somewhere and then upload it. Hopefully it works. Because I love Bill Paxton. Everybody knows I'm an Aliens fan as well. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to get Christmas Carol, but I bet a bunch of YouTubers, they probably play that every year because it's just like a fan favorite. And it's so good. It's really, and the regular Muppet movie is so good. But I don't know what I'll do next week. I might go with some action. We need some action now. We did 2 Muppet stuff in a row, but it's so good, man. I just want to keep it going. Whatever you guys like. I know FKHC wanted to see if I could do Indiana Jones. That might be a good one to do because that's definitely a classic, and we could do back to back 1 and 2. I don't think I have 3. I might, but it's probably on Blu-ray now. But let me get everybody out of here, and thank you so much for being here. Masters, Buddy Hepper, that's Collectors and the Co-Pilot, Anonymous Bear, FKC8, and oh gosh, who else popped in? So it was FKHC, Buddy, Masters. I think that's about it for you guys tonight. I think there might have been one lurker. I'm not sure who that was. But thanks for hanging out, dude. It's always a pleasure. It's always great when you guys do that. You have a tip of Near Dark off of the DVD? What? Oh, you have a rip of it? Send it to me on X. And if it works, I'll play it. I like that dude, that Bill Paxton scene in the bar when he does like a monologue for about 5 minutes is so good. And then you get Lance Henriksen that you had mentioned. Don't forget Lance is in there. And I was like, oh, that's right. So it's a reunion. It's an Aliens reunion with those 2 guys. And who knows who else is in there that we've probably seen, especially back in the 90s and 80s and early 90s. We always get to see, depending on directors, especially Carpenter. I don't know who did Near Dark, but it might have been him. I have to look it up. That they use the same guys over and over. And it's kind of cool because they don't abuse it, like we were talking about. Remember when we did Big Trouble and the fighters in the alleyway, the tong pose, and the other guys were fighting, and the bad guys are on the, what did we say? It was Under Siege, right, buddy? Yeah, Under Siege. They are in the beginning, just a few seconds of like 4 of those guys are in the movie Under Siege. It's so cool to see them. But like I said, they don't abuse it, like the characters, they just keep using the same people nowadays. I mean, if you're an actor, take the paycheck, but sometimes we don't want to see the same people over and over. Like I'm really wondering how well Robert Downey Jr. is going to go over playing Dr. Doom. And I think it'll go over well money-wise. I just don't know if I want to see his face as Dr. Doom after Iron Man. I said on Mark's show, which I haven't been on in like a month now. I need to hang out with Mark on Sunday nights. He's such a good dude. And he's always been really nice to me. Is that I've said that, I think his acting ability, he's going to crush it acting wise. I just don't know if I want to see the face. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all of that now. That's a different topic. I could probably do a whole nother stream on something like that and just have people, come and talk. Yeah, no more Pedro. It's burnout. And I watched Dune and Dune 2. I didn't want to because, I've got Dune 1. Maybe I should do that one. And it's such a classic as well. But I gave it a shot, and I liked the first part. And the second part, I liked some of it, but it kind of fell apart for me on some of it. And it was kind of that burnout. And they took some of it a little bit too far. I was like, oh, man, they just couldn't hold it together there. But like I said, part 1 was pretty good. I gave it a good shot. And Faye wasn't scary. He just wasn't scary enough. The Sting character back in the day, he just pulled it off as just being just wildly wild. And the Baron, he wasn't gross enough. That face, that guy, that actor, was that Skarsgård? If you guys can help me, anybody here who played the Baron in Dune, the remake, and they just made him like this big hulking guy instead of this gross. Remember the big pus stuff on his face when he's flying around? He's like, I'm still alive. Yeah. And he's just so gross and creepy and nasty. Um, and they just made him like an intimidating figure here. And they did have the one scene, spoiler alert, with that he did delete a couple people there, and they were just, the bodies were just laying over in a corner, but they didn't really, it was off screen type stuff, right, buddy? Yeah, I like I said, I liked Dune 1, the remake, and I liked most of Dune 2. Since you've seen it, I didn't like where once he drank the water of life, they didn't show anything. He's just laying there. He was supposed to go through this maddening brain, psychic sequence, and they didn't. Maybe I missed it, but he's just laying there. He drank it. He's just laying there. And his sister, they showed her grown up after she was born with a "I love you" scene to him, and I'm like, what the heck? No, she was a young kid in the original, and she was so creepy. She was the scariest character. Oh my God, she was. If you know what I'm saying, guys, yeah, the sister was one of the creepiest characters outside. Like the Baron and all them were scary, but they were just gross and brutal, right? All the things they did. And the Baron himself was just absolutely one of the grossest characters, but it fit the Harkonnens, man. But his sister was one of the scariest, creepiest characters in there, and they didn't do anything with it. And I'm like, come on. So, buddy, and everybody who's still listening to this kind of mini rant, not really ranting, just telling you how I feel. They really missed an opportunity there with the sister. And I was like very disappointed at that. So I think that was probably the major part of part 2. I should probably do a whole nother stream on some of these movies. And I don't really like ranting, but I really like talk about how you feel, because some people love stuff, and that's totally up to you. Some people have wild different takes on other stuff. I think they're just kind of trolling to get people's reactions sometimes. I don't think they really believe it, because I've heard people behind the scenes actually admit that they do things that fake. I'm like, oh really? I'm like, okay. I don't really want to do that to my audience. I don't think I need to fake how I feel about movies, especially the older ones, because what's the point? I'm not trying to make $1 million here. Just trying to have fun with everybody. I watched Sinners the other day because of the vampire movie, and I really tried to like it. Buddy, I forgot I can highlight your comments now. I always forget when I do these that I can. Ali Trades was the best book. Yeah, everybody gets on me. I used to be a reader back in the day, and I just dropped off from, TV and physical media over the years. For me, has just made me kind of brain dead with the books. I should really have gone back and read a lot of the Star Wars and the Dune series, and actually some of the classics. There's a flea market type store down here that it's one of those indoor Florida markets, antique malls. And it's just, dude, I've been there 2 days already in the past, and I still haven't walked through all the aisles. And right when you go in to the left, one booth right there at the entrance has all these old books. And it's got an old Frankenstein. I think it's 1940 or 1930. It's all beat up. I think it's like 50 some bucks. I think I'm going to go get it and then just like put it in a will or something, or give it to somebody. And I think I need to go get some old books like that and sit down and read, because God knows I've got enough comics that I haven't finished. Like I got a Superman run. It's only like 350, 60 issues, 340 to 392 Superman. And I haven't even got into them in a long time. Amazing Spider-Man, I've got 200 to 300, only read most of those. The back end of those with Flash Thompson and a bunch of characters, because there's like he's always fighting some crazy villain. And some of it gets a little bit boring, but the classic stories are always so good. And then I just like going back and watching old movies. That's why I do the Thursday night. And I'm like, well, at least once a week I can go back and watch an old movie and just share it with anybody, as long as I can still do it here, as they let me, because they don't really like doing what I do, but they can't. I mean, I'm not going to say too much about it. As long as they're letting me do it, we're going to keep doing it. As long as people still come around. And any requests? Anybody left for next week that I can do, buddy? You know that my situation with some of the movies, Masters. I try to take requests, and if they work, as my DVD player sucks, and I gotta get a new one that will do Blu-ray. If I can buy one that I know that'll work on Blu-ray, we'll be off to the races. I might even do 2 nights a week. Let's call it a Blu-ray special. You like the Indiana too, buddy? You want to try to do Indiana? I'll have to look at it. I can't promise. I never promise, because I don't want to go back on somebody's word and then play something that somebody doesn't like, and then you never come back again. I still have the Italian vampire movie, Innocent Blood. I know it sounds stupid, and it is kind of crazy, but it's got Don Rickles and Robert Loggia. Buddy's heard me talk about this a few times, but I keep putting it off because we always come up with something really good the next week. Like we just did 2 Muppets in a row. I might do that one. Buddy, you like Innocent Blood? Okay, that's right. You did tell me that before, and I apologize. I try to keep up. That was a while ago. I'm going to write it down. Indiana Jones, if I can do it, or Innocent Blood, just to break the monotony. I'm writing it down on a napkin. Indiana Jones, Innocent Blood, because I actually have Innocent Blood queued up. I know it'll work. And maybe what I'll start doing is doing 2 weeks in advance. Buddy, I have Life Force, and you know damn well I want to do it, but it's on frickin' Blu-ray. It's one I actually want to go back and get on regular DVD just to do this show. And I'm going to have to put R rating warnings all over this, full frontal nudity. But it's not anything more. They do naked yoga and Flash Gordon as well. Masters, Blu-ray. I got it on Blu-ray, and I can't. So I'll get Masters up to speed. I have a Blu-ray player. Of course, in the laptops, they don't have DVD players anymore. You've got to buy the connector, and I have one, and it was working. But sometimes the Blu-rays block uploads in their codes, in the coding, and you can't upload them. Now, I could go online, and that's probably what I'm going to have to do, is quit being so damn cheap. But money's a little tight for me these days, and if you know my situation. But I think it's worth it to upload some of these movies, because, buddy, guess what's coming on HBO Max next week in a couple of days? Shin Godzilla. And I know for a fact, I know Cosme does the link for Max. I haven't checked it, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to do at least 1 month. It's like $19 for no ads. Yeah, buddy, no, that's okay. I want to actually do Shin Godzilla. I didn't get to see it at the movies the other day. I dropped the ball on that. I'm pretty pissed about it, but that's on me for not going to see it last Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, I know, Masters. I know you guys appreciate it. I just try to do what people want to see as well, because I actually want to see Indiana Jones. Flash Gordon, I definitely, dude, I love it. I've got the Flash shirt. And let me show you. Hold on real quick. I'm not gonna go dig up the old posters. I've got a phenomenal poster that I bought at a Comic-Con a couple years ago, and then one guy gave me another one. I'll show you my camera here, because I've got the lights up and everything. It might be a little bright, but that was a gift right there. Right? And obviously I'm not taking that out and using it. I'll just keep that forever. And then I've got a bunch of pictures. I don't know if I ever showed you guys the pictures. I don't know if I can present screen. I think I've shown you guys. I've got the actual Flash shirt, but I bought well, one was a gift, and it doesn't have the. It's I know it's called tilde in Spanish, but that's not a tilde. I don't know what that's actually called for that ash, right? And so I had one that didn't have that, and it bugged me for years. Nobody ever said anything, but we used to wear these to a band called Almost Queen, and I could pull them up and show that to you. Queen tour. I'll show you these guys real quick. Bam, show you the picture. They don't want to show the pictures. Okay, I'll just show this to you. You guys can see. You know, it's a pain in the ass to try to show stuff, but I'll try to share this with you if you're still hanging out here real quick. And then I got to add it to stage. And then I got to pull it back up. There we go. So that's the head guy right there, Joe Russo, the Brian May guy. And they are a phenomenon. That's the old. Oh, did he come back? Oh, I don't know if he came back. I must have seen him like 1,000 times. And they tour all over the place. I was hoping to have a better picture of that. They don't have the old school picture. There was one that had the whole band together. There it is. So now sometimes he'll actually wear the Flash shirt. I got to refresh my YouTube side. Yeah. So that's the one from the movie, of course. So yeah, and I used to, and I don't have the pictures of where I used to. I think I do have them, the pictures that I have with the Flash shirt. So I just wanted to show you that I'm huge, a huge Flash fan. Oh, I gotta pull it up. It's too much of a pain, but I guess you guys believe me. I think, Buddy, you might have even seen this. You've seen it before, yeah, with me and my bud. I used to, and I'm gonna brag about something. When they came around to Alexandria, Virginia, this band, I had met their brother. The lead singer's brother is actually the lead singer for a U2 cover band. Buddy, you probably know this story. And I met them, and for 2-3 years, I didn't even know they were brothers until I started talking to them, you know, because they kept seeing me, because when they first came to Virginia, the Queen guys, I was the only one that had that Flash shirt. And then you remember bicycle. I better not sing on YouTube. They'll get me. The bicycle race. And then it goes ding, 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 ding. Well, I went out to the bicycle store and bought one. And this place started getting really packed. The tickets only used to be around $15. And now they're like, especially after the movie, they're in the 30s. In that place they used to go to would only be about half pack, 3/4 a pack. And then it got so busy, myself and my friends didn't even want to go anymore. I want to ride my bicycle. Yeah. And then it goes ding, 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 ding. So I didn't tell anybody. And I had my Flash shirt, and I went right up into the middle of the crowd, and I was waiting. And then one night they didn't play the song. I was like, God. And then they didn't show up for months and months and months. And then they came back, and I was like, oh, they better play it. But I got to know the guys. I was like, oh, you guys played this song and this song, Bicycle. And they're like, yeah, we're going to play it. And I was like, oh, nice. And I went up, and everybody got quiet. I want to ride my bicycle. And then I went ding, 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 ding. And holy crap, man, that whole place, this whole thing just erupted. And the band didn't know. And they just started laughing and pointing at me. And then I saw one lady, she was wearing the Flash shirt. And then they didn't show up for like another year. Then 2 or 3 other people started wearing the Flash shirts. And then it became a thing. So yeah, I'll take credit for that. I started that trend. But if I can find it on regular DVD, I'll probably just upload that offline and play it, because it's definitely one of my favorites. I wish I had the posters maybe next week, but Buddy has seen all that stuff before. So, all right, everybody. I think there's a bunch of other people getting ready to stream. Admiral Teague is streaming. Don't forget, I put in the link there if you want to see the behind scenes on Muppet Treasure Island. Really cool. It's not that long, 20 minutes, 30 minutes or something, but really, really, really cool stuff on how they made all that. But guys, thank you so much. You know, I love it. Love you guys for showing up, hanging out, and I always appreciate it. So next week, you know how I do. I'll decide if I can do Indiana, I'll do it. If not, we'll do Innocent Blood. But buddy, if you can try to X me that Near Dark, we're going with that. If I can't do the Indiana. So, oh, sorry for the shaky camera. I got to watch that. Somebody told me the other day I've been shaking my camera. I've got to fix the balance here on this laptop thing. I've got it propped up. So sorry about that. All right. Anyway, I've been thinking also real quick. I've been thinking about doing a music night. And I know it sounds crazy, but I was thinking we should do like a disco night. And everybody has to dress up. And I'll set the StreamYard link for only people that I know. Because, you know, there's going to be somebody out there that does something really nasty. And thank you, buddy. You have an awesome weekend. And I will see you later. I know Admiral Teague is doing Star Trek right now. And thanks for coming out. And I was thinking about, but my music tastes are all over the place. You like yacht music? Oh, dude, the Yacht Channel on. Oh my God, it's one of the best. You want to do disco? Or hey, man, the thing is, you got to dress up, man. At least a shirt. You got to go out and buy the shirt, man. You know, I might have to plan this ahead of time and. Just to show you that I'm serious. Look, here's my notes napkin. That's Venture Brothers with Professor R2. I need to talk to him. There's Dark Crystal from last week. And look, Indiana Jones, Disco Night. And then I wrote tonight some other stuff, Indiana Jones, Innocent Blood. And there's Masters. The You showed up. I was like, yay, Masters showed up. So yeah, I already had Disco Night. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to plan that out with everybody. What would be a good night, and definitely not a week ahead, you know, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks in advance, you know, maybe get Buddy. Well, you guys have to show up, right? Masters, Buddy, Phantom, Lady V, and maybe coordinate it with everybody. And oh my God, with ELO, that's another movie I used to have and don't have. Man, I used to wear these movies out back in the days. Olivia Newton-John, oh my gosh, she was so hot, and she could sing with Grease. Oh, and those leather pants. She was so cute and smoking hot. R.I.P. to Olivia Newton-John. Oh, she was one of my crushes growing up, with Raquel Welch and Bo Derek, the girl from Dukes of Hazzard, Daisy Duke. Can't think her name, and a bunch of the old school, because I'm old school, but. Maybe we'll do this disco night. I know my birthday is coming up on like a Saturday, but think about what night would be best. And then maybe next week, Wednesday or Thursday, start letting me know the dates that you guys could do this disco night. And then I'll pick, it could be during the week. I don't really care. But what I would do, I guess, is I would have to upload a ton of music. No big deal. I'll just work on it until then. And we would do it like on a KOSMI night, a link, and then just play it. And I'll have to go out and get some disco clothes, I guess, for everybody and show up and do the boogie, nights. Oh boy, I shouldn't have said anything. Now I'm on the hook, but I've been wanting to do it. So, all right, everybody, let me get out of here, because now I'm really thinking that we might have to pull this off in about a month or two, maybe on my birthday night if I don't go out or go out of town. That way, you know, we can get a bunch of people in. You know, it would be awesome if we get like 20, 30 people, and then they have to put them on StreamYard one at a time, and they have to show off their disco. Maybe I'll give a prize out for the best disco outfit. You know, maybe a Star Trek action figure or something. I don't know. I can just give away something. All right, everybody. Take care. My voice is going. And like I said, if you like Star Trek, go over to Adam T. They're just blasting Strange New World, so it's all good. because I tried to watch it the other day. It's terrible. But let's leave on a good note. Thank you once again, and have a great night, and I will see you later.